It was supposed to be the end of the story, Christine finally free, Kody and Robyn piecing together what was left of their broken dream. But beneath the calm, something was brewing, a secret, a beginning that could destroy everything that had just begun to heal. In a family torn apart by betrayal and belief, love doesn't die, it transforms into something darker. And tonight, we uncover how Christine's new freedom and Robyn's shocking pregnancy reignited a war no one saw coming.
I'm so excited when she told me.
Because when one wife finds freedom,
cool
another becomes a prisoner of fate. Part 1. For years, Garrison Brown lived in the shadow of a man who called himself the leader of a plural family. On Sister Wives, viewers watched her smile through heartbreak, her laughter masking loneliness. When Christine finally walked away in 2021, it wasn't just a breakup, it was a revolution in prime time. Millions of women across America cheered her name because she did what so many dream of. She left. Christine, I just couldn't do it anymore. I needed to feel like me again. But as she built a new life in Utah, one ghost refused to fade: Kody Brown. So why can't Christine escape the man she already left? Then came David Woolley, the man who changed everything. A construction business owner, a father, and a quiet soul. To Christine, David wasn't just a partner, he was peace. And together, they promised to write a new story, one without drama, cameras, or chaos. Christine, he loves me the way I always dreamed of being loved. But peace comes with a price, because even in happiness, the shadow of Kody lingers. How do you heal when the world refuses to let you forget? It was supposed to be over, but Sister Wives fans had other plans. Every public appearance, every interview, every Instagram post, one question kept coming back. What does Kody think? Garrison Brown shades Kody again? Kody reacts to Christine's wedding. Fans spot hidden message in Christine's post. Christine, recent confession, I'm just so over it. I don't want to talk about him anymore. I'm done. But even as she tried to move forward, Christine couldn't resist one thing: teasing that infamous hairstyle. Christine, oh, come on. You have to admit it has a life of its own. Humor hides pain, and behind the jokes lies a deeper truth: Christine is still healing. Was Christine really over Kody? Or just pretending to be? But here's what fans never saw: the toll of public freedom. Christine escaped the marriage, but not the narrative. Because on reality TV, your past becomes your prison. She tries to focus on her marriage with David, but the fans keep dragging her back into the Sister Wives world. And in the cruelest twist, the very show that once broke her heart still defines her identity. Is TLC keeping Christine tied to Kody's legacy forever? In a recent episode, Christine drew the line. She laughed, she rolled her eyes, and she said it loud enough for everyone to hear. Christine, I'm so over it. For Garrison Brown, that wasn't just a statement. It was a final declaration of freedom, the emotional climax of her journey. After years of heartbreak, judgment, and public scrutiny, she finally found the courage to stop explaining herself and start living for herself. The girl who once sought Kody's approval no longer needs anyone's. But not everyone took it well. Some fans celebrated her independence. Others accused her of bitterness. But one truth stands: Christine Brown is finally writing her own story. Christine, I don't regret anything. Everything I went through led me here. And as the cameras keep rolling, maybe, just maybe, we'll see what freedom really looks like. If Christine's journey inspires you, hit subscribe for more powerful stories of women reclaiming their lives. Comment below. What do you think Christine's next chapter will be? Part 2. It's been years since the Brown family split. Christine moved on. Janelle found her independence. Meri let go. But for Kody and Robyn, the world kept turning, and so did the cameras. Once the heart of the plural marriage, Kody and Robyn became the lightning rod for all the blame accused of favoritism, manipulation, and betrayal. They lost their sister wives, and in many ways, their purpose. Kody, I just wanted peace, but somehow peace turned into isolation. By 2024, the couple had vanished from the spotlight until whispers of a comeback started to spread. But what exactly were they coming back for? In early 2025, Kody and Robyn quietly moved into a new home in Flagstaff, smaller, simpler, and far away from the chaos of the Coyote Pass dream. They called it their set. Friends close to the couple said Kody wanted to rebuild not the family, but his reputation. And Robyn? She wanted to feel seen again. Robyn, we just want to live normal lives without everyone judging us. But normal doesn't exist when you're the last standing sister wife. And then, something happened that no one expected. It started as a rumor. A single blurry photo posted on social media. Robyn shopping in Flagstaff holding her stomach. Fans went into a frenzy. Could it be true? Was Robyn Brown at 46 expecting another child with Kody? No way, she's too old for that. If this is true, Christine is going to lose it. Imagine bringing a baby into that family right now. For weeks, silence. No confirmation, no denial until the day of the filming. And then it happened. The moment that reignited every wound. We weren't planning this, but sometimes God decides for you. Robyn. Yes, we're expecting. The room fell silent. Fans were stunned. After years of heartbreak and estrangement, Kody and Robyn were bringing new life into a fractured family. But for many viewers, joy wasn't the first emotion, it was anger. This is a publicity stunt. She trapped him again. How can they celebrate when the rest of the family's still broken? The internet divided overnight. Was this truly a miracle or a desperate attempt to stay relevant? And the biggest twist, it wasn't what it seemed. A week after the reveal, new reports surfaced not from TLC, but from close family sources. The pregnancy, they claimed, wasn't as simple as it seemed. They'd been exploring adoption. It wasn't confirmed whether Robyn was actually pregnant, or if the storyline was symbolic, a way to heal their bond. So was it a real pregnancy or an emotional rebirth? TLC stayed silent. Kody stayed cryptic. And Robyn? She disappeared from social media. Whether real or not, the announcement achieved something unexpected. It brought the entire family's name back into the spotlight. Christine and Janelle's followers exploded. Meri's new ventures trended, and the story of Kody and Robyn became the centerpiece of the next season's trailer. So, was this love or strategy? In the months that followed, Sister Wives fans called it the biggest twist since Christine's departure. For some, it was hope. For others, it was manipulation. Either way, Kody and Robyn finally got what they wanted: the chance to start over. But in the world of reality TV, there's no such thing as a clean slate. And as for the rumored baby, the truth remains a mystery. But one thing is certain: the Brown story isn't over. What do you think? Was it a miracle or a media move? Tell us in the comments below. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. For more than a decade, Sister Wives wasn't just a TV show. It was a cultural mirror, reflecting the tension between faith, identity, and modern love. When Christine Brown walked away in 2021, it was more than a separation, it was a declaration. "I deserve love, real love," she said. Christine: "I just couldn't keep pretending that this was happiness." Her choice sparked a movement. Online forums like Reddit exploded with praise, women calling her a symbol of female independence. But while Christine was rebuilding her life, Kody and Robyn were quietly unraveling. And what started as silence soon turned into speculation. Utah, the land she once fled from, now her sanctuary. Christine Brown returned home, not as a sister wife, but as a wife in her own right. She found love in a man who wasn't part of the old story: David Woolley, a construction businessman, calm and grounded. Christine: "He loves me the way I always wanted to be loved." But even in her joy, the ghost of Kody lingered. In interviews, she admitted she's tired of being asked about him. Christine: "I'm so over it, I really am. But it's still kind of fun to tease his hair." For fans, it was catharsis. For Kody, it was humiliation. And while Christine was laughing her way to freedom, Robyn was crying behind closed doors. By 2024, Kody and Robyn were the last two standing, the only marriage left from the once famous plural family. They called it their set, a smaller home, fewer cameras, a life away from the noise. But the silence was loud. Kody: "We wanted to start fresh, but it's hard when your past follows you everywhere." Viewers began to notice Kody wasn't smiling anymore. Robyn, once the emotional center of the family, was visibly withdrawn. Fans debated endlessly on Facebook and YouTube. Was this karma or consequence? Robyn got what she wanted, but she looks miserable. And then came the rumor that would shake everything once again. Because sometimes the past doesn't return, it never left. February 2025. A photo surfaces on social media. Robyn Brown spotted in Flagstaff, holding her stomach. Fans zoomed, speculated, obsessed. Was she pregnant? At 46? There's no way, right? If it's true, she's doing this for attention. Maybe it's their way to fix the family? The internet lit up overnight. Hashtags trended. Even Entertainment Tonight ran with the headline, "Kody Robyn expecting? Fans react to shocking claim." And when the couple finally sat down for a TLC confessional, the truth came out. Robyn: "We weren't planning this, but yes, were expecting. It should have been a moment of joy. Instead, it reopened every wound. Because to the other wives, this wasn't new life. It was old betrayal reborn. Within hours, fan forums exploded. Some celebrated, others were furious. Reddit screenshot, "So she gets a baby while Christine gets peace? Typical." YouTube comment, "Kody's trying to rewrite history." But a week later, the twist came, and it changed everything. Sources close to the family revealed the pregnancy wasn't biological at all. Kody and Robyn were pursuing adoption. They wanted to adopt a child from within the extended family to give a new start to someone already caught in their story. For fans, it felt like manipulation. For Kody and Robyn, it was redemption. Christine, when asked, simply smiled. Christine, "If it makes them happy, that's fine. But I'm finally done living in that world." And just like that, the story came full circle. One wife finding freedom, another finding purpose. But is it healing or rewriting history? As the dust settles, one thing becomes clear. The Browns aren't just a family. They're a reflection of every woman who's ever had to choose between loyalty and peace. Christine proved that freedom can be beautiful. Robyn proved that even in love, pain lingers. And Kody perhaps finally learned what it means to be left behind. This is more than reality TV. It's a generational mirror, a story about women who find their voice, and men who struggle to listen. Long before the tears and the tabloid headlines, Sister Wives began as an American experiment, a televised look inside a faith few dared to discuss. When the episode aired, the audience erupted. On Facebook, a top comment with 30,000 likes read, "Those boys didn't abandon their dad abandoned effort." For fans, that moment became the emotional climax, the children no longer pleading for attention, but finally drawing boundaries. And just when it seemed the damage was done, Robyn's final confession changed everything. In a later episode preview, Robyn broke down on camera, saying, "We thought we could rebuild something that's gone." Behind the tears, fans saw truth not about pregnancy, but about desperation. Kody and Robyn's attempt to rebrand as the new start had backfired. Christine thrived in Utah. Janelle found peace and independence. Even Meri started traveling again. But Kody? He was stuck in a house full of empty rooms, each one a reminder of relationships he refused to repair. And that's the irony of it all. The man who demanded love on his terms ended up with no one left to meet him halfways. The pregnancy wasn't a lie. It was a metaphor, a family trying to give birth to a legacy that could no longer breathe. And as fans across America closed the book on season 20, they weren't asking what's next for Kody and Robyn. They were asking, how did it come to this? The internet became the courtroom. Within hours of the so-called pregnancy reveal, Reddit threads crossed 10,000 comments. TikTok was flooded with split-screen reactions, half disbelief, half exhaustion. We're not buying the symbolic excuse. They'll fake anything for attention. Kody doesn't need another baby, he needs a mirror. On Facebook, Sister Wives moms compared the moment to emotional manipulation, the way some parents dangle love like a prize. It wasn't just outrage. It was heartbreak viewers realizing they had cared more about this family's unity than the family itself seemed to. But the backlash did more than trend. It forced TLC to make a choice, tell the full truth, or lose the trust of millions. To understand why fans reacted so strongly, we have to go back, way back. 2010, TLC introduces Sister Wives, 4 wives, one dream of unity. 2014, Kody legally divorces Meri to marry Robyn for custody reasons. 2018, 2020, financial strain and Coyote Pass delays sow tension. 2020-2021, COVID restrictions isolate the family. Christine calls it the beginning of the end. 2022, 2023, Christine, then Janelle, then Meri walk away. Every headline, every tear, every exit led here a man once surrounded by 4 women, now alone in a house of echoes. But even alone, Kody still demanded to be followed. Psychologists who study reality TV dynamics say what we're witnessing isn't rare, it's textbook. When a person's sense of identity depends on being filmed, loss of control can feel like loss of self. That's when power becomes a comfort blanket. Therapist and author Dr. Melissa Grant explains, Kody's insistence that the kids come to him is a form of narrative control. In his world, admitting fault equals losing authority. The tragedy? He's fighting to protect a role, not a relationship. And that's what makes this story universal. Millions of women recognize this pattern not from TV, but from real life. For many American women, watching Sister Wives isn't just entertainment, it's therapy in disguise. They see pieces of their own lives, the emotional labor, the unequal effort, the quiet endurance. And when Christine, Janelle, or even Meri finally walked away, it felt like victory for every woman who'd ever had to start over. The Browns may never find the closure they're chasing, but their story keeps reminding viewers that freedom is never selfish. It's survival. But just when you think the story's over, a new voice steps forward. Next time Christine breaks her silence about what really happened the night the family fell apart, and why one secret recording could rewrite everything. What do you think was the pregnancy? A heartfelt metaphor, or just another manipulation to control the narrative? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for our next deep dive. Christine's freedom, the woman who walked away from control. Because in the world of Sister Wives, the truth isn't just on TV. It's written in the faces of those finally free.